did you become a villain in someone else's story? My husband Tom, who had never touched a drug in his 63 years of living, suddenly got addicted to Xanax. It started when his doctor prescribed him pain meds for his back surgery, only meant for 2 weeks. Tom used to bring me coffee with tomatoes from his garden, build purple birdhouses for the grandkids, and teach them to tie fishing knots every Sunday. Now he just sits in that worn recliner, staring at the ceiling fan for hours, convinced he can see patterns in the blades spinning. Tom started doctor shopping, hitting 3 different clinics in 1 week, claiming his back pain was unbearable. When they cut him off, he found other ways. Our retirement savings started disappearing. 500 here, 1,000 there. He'd miss Sunday dinner, forget to pick up the grandkids, then lie about where he'd been. The worst was watching him nod off mid-conversation with our 7-year-old granddaughter, his words slurring together. When I tried talking to him about it, he'd get defensive. I need them for the pain, Martha. You wouldn't understand. You've never had real pain. This isn't addiction. It's medicine. The breaking point came when Tom drove our grandkids to school. Our daughter called me screaming. He'd fallen asleep at a red light with both kids in the back seat. Our 7-year-old had to shake him awake while cars honked behind them. Thank God they weren't hurt. That night, I watched him count his pills for the 3rd time, moving them from bottle to bottle like he was playing some twisted shell game. His hands shook as he calculated how many days until his next refill, muttering about rationing them better. I stood in our bedroom doorway, looking at this stranger wearing my husband's face, and knew I had to do something drastic, even if it meant becoming someone he'd hate. That night after Tom passed out, I took every pill from his bottles and replaced them with vitamin B12 tablets. They looked identical. Then I made phone calls. Every pharmacy within 50 miles got Tom's photo and my warning about his addiction. I called his 3 doctors, his fishing buddies who I knew had prescriptions, even his brother who'd had knee surgery last year. I explained everything, begged them not to give him anything. The hardest call was to his dealer, some kid named Brandon he'd found God knows where. My daughter pretended to be DEA, threatened him with federal charges if he sold to Tom again. I knew what was coming would be hell. I'd researched withdrawal symptoms, had the bathroom stocked with supplies, canceled our plans for the next 2 weeks. I was about to watch my husband suffer, and I was the one pulling the trigger. Day 1, Tom complained the pills felt weak, took extra doses. Day 2, the sweating started, soaking through shirts every hour, hands trembling as he tried to hold his coffee. Day 3 was worse, vomiting bile, muscles cramping, skin crawling like insects were under it, classic Xanax withdrawal. He couldn't sleep, pacing the house at 3 a.m., checking every old prescription bottle in the medicine cabinet. The amount he'd been taking, sometimes 12 pills a day, was catching up to him. By day 5, the worst seemed to pass. He was exhausted, but eating soup, watching TV, even asked about the grandkids. Day 7, he seemed almost normal, showered, shaved, sat with me on the porch. I started to breathe again, thinking maybe we'd made it through. Maybe those vitamins had fooled his brain long enough to break the physical hold. I should have known better. Day 8, Tom crashed harder than before. I found him on the bathroom floor at 4 a.m., scratching his arms raw, screaming that his bones were on fire. Martha, please, I'm dying. Just 1 pill, just to taper off. He was hallucinating, seeing bugs on the walls, his dead mother in the corner. The seizure risk terrified me. I almost broke and gave him real pills. He begged me to kill him, said the pain in his back was nothing compared to this. I held him while he shook, wondering if I'd made a terrible mistake. What if this killed him? What if I was torturing my husband for nothing? What if he really did need those pills for pain, and I was just a cruel old woman playing God? But finally, by day 14, Tom was stable, eating normally, sleeping through the night, even humming in the shower. I thought it was time. I showed him the vitamin bottle, explained everything. You've been clean for 2 weeks, Tom. You did it. You're free. I expected relief, maybe gratitude. Instead, his face went dark. You poisoned me? You put me through hell? Suddenly, he grabbed his back, screaming about shooting pain, worse than ever. I need my medicine. You don't understand. The pain is back. But we both knew the truth. The pain returned the moment he knew the pills were fake. That's when I realized his addiction was stronger than my love could fix. Full story on channel linked below.